Hello everyone, I'm Paul McGuire Grimes. Great works of art can reach new generations through different mediums in order to tell a great story. Alice Walker's groundbreaking novel, The Color Purple, has been adapted for film, for the stage, and now for a new movie musical, hoping to reach audiences all over again. It's in theaters Christmas Day, and I want to talk about it. This is Paul's trip to the movies. Fantasia Barrino first starred as Celie in the Broadway musical back in 2007 and played the role again on the national tour. She steps into Celie's shoes again as adult Celie. We first meet the character at the young age of 14, and she's then played by Felicia Pearl Ampasi, who's been beaten and raped by her father. She watched as her two children and her sister Natalie, who's played by Halle Bailey, are taken away from her. She's sent to then go live with the much older Mr., who's played by Coleman Domingo. For years, she's broken down until the arrival of jazz singer Shug Avery, who's played by Taraj Henson. They spark a friendship that gives Celie the hope that one day she can be reunited with her family and make a name for herself. The film also stars Corey Hawkins as Mr.'s son Harpo and Danielle Brooks as Harpo's wife Sophia. The Color Purple is brought to life by relatively new director Blitz Bazawuli, who directed Beyonce's film Black is King. Now, Blitz and screenwriter Marcus Gardley are adapting the Broadway stage musical for the big screen while keeping it as close to Alice Walker's novel as possible. They're really using the medium of the movie musical to highlight story elements that weren't really touched on before, that they can just deepen Celie's passion and drive. Now, this doesn't feel like your standard movie musical. It's not a razzle-dazzle type of show, but rather the music is meant to act like spirituals and gospel numbers, from big group numbers to solo declarations of independence. Blitz Bazawuli attempts to keep the musical numbers very realistic, making the songs, I think, feel truncated and maybe a little bit intimate in their execution. And I would bet that they play out much fuller and larger than life on the Broadway stage. On film, these could have been bigger to give the film more dynamics from one scene to the next. It feels a bit flat at times. It does feel very clear how important the sisterhood between Celie and Nettie is to this story, and you feel that between actors Halle Bailey and Felicia Pearl Ampasi. There's an inner urge within Celie that we then see carried out into Fantasia Barrino's portrayal of the character. It's really remarkable to see her in this role and think about how much depth she can now bring to it on screen than the 15 years prior, just knowing how much Barrino has changed since then. She fully embodies Celie with this kind of bottled up anger, disappointment, sadness, and this kind of meek exterior, and then takes her on this really enriching journey to finally standing proud and singing, "I'm here." Every actor brings their A game, from Coleman Domingo as the abusive Mr. to Taraj B. Henson really being a show-stopping scene stealer as Shug Avery. She knows how to make a really big entrance during her number Push to Button. And the film really does a wonderful job at portraying the affection and love that Celie has for Shug that I think has been kind of brushed aside in iterations of this story. Danielle Brooks is also returning to the role of Sophia after playing her in the Broadway revival in 2015, and it's a role that Danielle Brooks was born to play, delivering every ounce of fiery passion within Sophia to really great effect. The Color Purple should not be missed, no matter how many times you've seen this or if you're familiar with the material. It's a story of perseverance and not giving up that will just have the audience in tears. I'm giving The Color Purple 4 out of 5 ticket stubs. If you like my review today, click subscribe on my YouTube channel. I have some other movie reviews, and I got to interview the cast of The Color Purple. I loved doing these interviews. They have such great conversations about feeling seen in Hollywood and what this material means to them. Go check out those interviews on my YouTube channel. Paul's Trip to the Movies is brought to you by Imagine Theaters. Go see The Color Purple on the big screen. Tickets are now on sale for this. I highly recommend you see it on the big screen. Tickets are also on sale for my movie series, Paul McGuire Grimes Presents, coming up January 28th. It's All the President's Men. February is Stanley Kubrick's Dr. Strangelove, and in March It's Good Will Hunting. Get tickets today. I do a discussion after every screening, so let's talk about what makes these movies so great back up on the big screen. Thank you so much for watching my review of The Color Purple. This is Paul's Trip to the Movies.